College of Musical Knowledge. And now, from the Hollywood Canteen in the heart of Hollywood, for the entertainment of Uncle Sam's men and women in uniform, Kyser's College of Musical Knowledge. And tonight's special guest, Betty Davis. And here's the professor himself, Kay Kyser.
Evening, folks. How y'all? You're tops, Pops. Well, bless your smiling chops. And believe me, it's swell to be holding class again here at the Hollywood Canteen. What a thrill to see that warm, bright California sun again. Oh, when I got off the plane, I threw my hat off, I took my coat off, I pulled my scarf off, and then I sneezed my head off. But it's really wonderful, sure enough, to be back in California. This morning I opened my window, and there was a little pigeon. So I said, "Hello, Walter." Yes, sir, you know, out here the birds are still in the trees. The mama robin flies to her nest of baby robins, and she feeds them. She places the little worms in their little mouths. And where is the papa robin?
He's out pitching moo with some big fat sparrow.
Oh, cut it out, Ishkabibble. What's the matter? Don't you like nature?
I verily, yea, or as the upper crust says, natch. Nature now being in the season of autumn, for it I have writ a bit of a hit.
A poem to fit?
To wit. Oh, autumn, beautiful autumn, when a farmer hides his plow and a skunk sits high on a windy hill singing "It All Comes Back to Me Now."
A fine poem. That's a fine poem. Listen, Ish, if you're a poet, I'm a cow.
Well, I'm a poet, and let me have 2 quarts.
Stop it now, Ish. We're here to entertain these boys and girls at the Hollywood Canteen.
Well, you know, entertaining people is right up my backyard.
Ish, you mean right up your alley?
I moved.
Oh, a fine thing.
You know, I have here a poem about stuffing turkeys. You want to hear it?
No.
Okay, I'll read it. A poem about stuffing turkeys. Oh, you can't stuff a turkey through the nose. That's stuff that everybody knows. If you ask me why, I'll just say a turkey just ain't built that way.
Take him away.
Professor, 6 scholars seek our bonds of prizes. Will you quiz the quorum with the required queries?
Yes, Dean, but before we quip the queries, let's Quaker our oats. Let's mass it with all the dotes. What I mean is, come on, children. Yes, dance.
Examination time, Professor. 6 sassy sophomores have swarmed into the oldie schoolhouse for another session of musical science.
Well, step up, scholars, and I'll knuckle your noodle for $240 in prize-winning boodle. And our first scholar is, it's Private First Class Jerome Nowotny. Is that right? Mr. Nowotny of New Braun... Where's that? New Braunfels, Texas. New Braunfels, Texas. That's right. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Say, Mr. Nowotny, here's your first question. Mr. Nowotny, Joe Shields of Birmingham, Alabama, sends us some common sayings and quotations which contain hidden last names of famous screen stars. Now, see if you can pick out 5. For example, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker would be Phil Baker or Kenny Baker. Now, out of these expressions, you pick the first or last names of famous movie stars, right? Ready, willing, and able. Ready, willing, and able. Can you think of one? Students! Walter Abel. Thank you. There's a town crier right there. Yes, sir. Walter Abel is right. Little boy Blue, come blow your horn.
Lino.
Lino Horn, Ben Blue, and Monty Blue, and many others. As humble as the lily of the field.
Gracie.
Gracie Fields, W.C. Fields, right. When day is done. When day is done. When day is done.
Lorraine Day.
Lorraine Day, Dennis Day, and what about Dunn? Oh, of course, Irene Dunn. Everybody knows Irene Dunn and James Dunn, but nobody knows yet what Mildred's done. Ah! Yes, sir. Now, here we go. Here is Private Barbara Whiting. Now, wait. Auxiliary Territorial Service, Kingston, Jamaica, British West Indies. Well. Yes, sir. Miss Whiting, we're very happy to have you here with us in our college, and your title almost extends to the British West Indies, doesn't it? Now, here's your question. Miss Carol Kruger of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, wants you to be a sweetie pie and define 3 of these. Chicken patty, turkey raffle, owl show, or veal bird. 3 of those. For instance, what is a chicken patty? What is a chicken patty? A chicken patty. Have you ever eaten a chicken patty?
No, I don't think so.
You never ate a chicken
No.
patty? Oh, you haven't lived. Well, what about a turkey raffle? You know what a turkey raffle is, don't you? What, you ever been to a raffle where they give away things?
Oh, you mean just an ordinary raffle?
Well, a turkey raffle would be...
Raffling a turkey?
Yes. You just couldn't believe it would be that easy, could you? That's right, a turkey raffle. That turkey you eat and the raffle you have for breakfast with syrup over it, you see. Now, what about an owl show? What is an owl show? An owl show. That's where you go and don't give a hoot.
Not where you see that about.
No, an owl show. You know, for instance, you've seen the theaters advertise. We have a special late, they call it midnight on Saturday. They have an owl.
A very late show?
Yes, a very late show. Yes. That's right, the owl show. That's right. Yes, and a veal bird. Do you happen to know what a veal bird is?
No, I've never heard of it.
Well, I tell you, it's a little unfair to ask you this question, but a veal bird is veal wrapped around a stick and is held in place with bacon, and it looks like a drumstick, and you eat it, and it's, oh, so good. Really. It's delicious. Yes, we had some last night at our house at a buffet supper. You know what a buffet is. That's French for slug it out among yourselves. Thank you very much, dear. That's fine. Here is Sergeant Jimmy Horton from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, one of the boys. Glad to see you. Yes, sir. I'm from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I bet the folks on WSOC are listening down there in Charlotte. Now, listen, Jimmy. Maury Roberts of Kashmir, Washington, reminds us that Alexander Wolcott had a column in the New Yorker magazine for many years called Shouts and Murmurs. Now, you don't have to tell us the titles of the following tunes, but just tell us whether you'd class each tune as a shout or a murmur. Now, for instance, how about this one? Murmur. I beg your pardon? A murmur? A murmur, that's right. That's speak low. A murmur. Yes, sir, like Al Jolson says, murmur. No. And do you think now this one is a shout or a murmur? Now, listen closely. I'd say that was a shout. Hold it. Hey, hold it, Valley. say that was a shout. Well, echo in the valley, the shout part was when you make the echo, and the echo might be a murmur, but you're so right. Now, and do you think this is a shout or a murmur? Shout. All right? What is it? A shout. A shout, that's right. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. My favorite shout is come and get it. And my favorite murmur is murmur-loy. Well, thank you. That's all, old boy. Isn't that silly? Here we go.
Cease, Professor. The first-round scholars are worn to a frazzle.
Then have the judges give out with the old razzle-dazzle.
Just them old little Joe, take it slow. Ishkabibble brings the news direct from me to use and use. Scotland. Jock McHeater, Scotch commentator, says, there's good news to Nick. First-year commentator just married a girl who only weighs 80 pounds.
Well, congratulations, Mr. McHeater. You say your wife only weighs 80 pounds?
Aye, she's a bony lassie.
Oh, no.
Faith and Bigorra, there is the devil to pay.
Wait a minute. What happened to your scotch?
I'm down to my last pint.
Oh.
Now for the next gem, news from the world of sport.
Right.
Ishkabibble signed to fight Joe Louis.
Right.
It's the night of the big fight.
Ah, what a night. What a fight, folks. Ishkabibble leaps out of his corner, swinging a left, then a right, then another left. And then Joe Louis comes out of his corner. Louis comes out bobbing and weaving. Ishkabibble comes out crocheting and knitting. He lifts one up from the floor. He lifts another one up from the floor.
Now I got both ears back on again.
Oh, look out. Oh, Ish is down. The fight is over. Ish, what happened to you?
I don't know. I hit him with everything but the kitchen sink.
Why don't you hit him with Dad?
That's what he used to hit me.
Oh, Ish, you look terrible. My, what's that over your upper lip?
My lower lip.
Yeah!
The first-round decision is ready, Professor.
And the winner of the first exam is, well, believe me, how do you like this? The winning contestant is Private Barbara Whiting of Kingston, Jamaica, British West Indies. She came through. Ah, my child, your brain was incandescent. It was a thrill to have you present. Take this $50 victory bond first prize and collapse until our $100 brainbuster finals roll around. Your rivals each get 10. Well, here's terrific Trudy again, Mrs. Irwin's favorite daughter. Trudy, the Canteen students will say, gee, it's good to hear you, when you sing, gee, it's good to hold you.
To hold you in my arms. Gee, it's good to have you home again. Gosh, I used to worry when you didn't write, and I waited for that mailman every day and night. Gee, it's good to kiss you, feel you close to me. Never knew how lonesome a pair of lips could be. So hold me, hug me, kiss me once more. Hold me, hug me, kiss me like you did it before. Gee, it's good to hold you in my arms again. Hold me, hug me, kiss me once more. like you did it before. Oh, gee, it's good to hold you in my arms again.
And here's the first student in the second exam, Fest.
And our first pupil is pharmacist mate, third class David J. Sheftel. Is that right? From Washington, D.C. Ah, yeah. Folks in D.C. are listening on WRC, I'll bet you. That's the station there, so let's really do it up fine for them. Say, Mr. Sheftel, Miss Mary Oricchio of Hollywood sends us some more musical riddles. So watch out, because the answers to the riddles are in the songs we play. Isn't this going to be stunning? First, what is everybody doing at the same time and at the same rate all over the world? Maybe this will help you. What is everybody doing at the same rate all over the world? I'm growing.
The days are growing longer?
The days are growing longer. Students! Growing old, darling, I am growing older. Yes, sir. And now, listen, this is wonderful. When is a girl like a postscript? Well, a girl is like a postscript when her name is... Hold it, he's got it. Her girl's name is like a postscript when her name is...
Adeline.
That's what a postscript is, Adeline. Well, if you think that's corny, listen to this. Why is a dog's tail like the heart of a tree? Oh, this'll kill you. Oh, a dog's tail is like the heart of a tree because it's farthest from the bark. Oh, like the incubator mother, I'm coming home to hatch. And now here we go with Sergeant Alice Degnan. Right. Degnan of Newark, New Jersey. Oh, yes, a girl that can really do the Jersey bounce, I'll bet you. Got just the calves to do it with, too, right there. Now, listen, Miss Degnan, here we go. We're going to try you out in anatomy class, okay? Now, Jerry Hitchison of Topeka, Kansas says that there are lots of common expressions about the anatomy that we use in everyday speech. Now, I'll give you the phrases, and you tell us their common meaning. For instance, to curl the lip means to sneer, right? All right, here we go. What does it mean to bend an ear?
To listen.
To listen, that's right. And what does it mean to gnash the teeth?
Grit them? Or grind them?
No, what does it mean? What emotion does that express if you're gnashing your teeth? Are you happy, sad, mad? Was it?
Anger.
Anger, that's right. Anger ain't no more. Now, to knit the brow.
To think.
To think, that's right. To knit the brow.
Now I understand about your nose. When they were knitting your brow, they dropped the yarn and it just kept on unraveling.
Quiet, Ishkabibble. You don't know anything about knitting.
The heck I don't. I've been knitting ties and natting sweaters. That's all I do. Knitting and natting and knitting. And what have I got to show for it?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, go away, Ish. And thank you very much, Miss Alice Degnan. And here we go with Sergeant Marty McDermott of Freeport, Illinois. An Illinois boy. All right, Marty. Say, from the college collection of famous orchestra themes, Dick Carpenter of White Plains, New York, wants us to play the theme of the popular young leader who comes on the air like this. See if you can tell us whose theme it is. Gene Krupa? No. This orchestra is now at the Palladium here in Hollywood.
Stan Kenton?
Stan Kenton is so right. He plays the piano. Can you name two other piano-playing orchestra leaders? Two other orchestra leaders who play the piano besides Stan Kenton.
He just got out of the service.
Just got out of the Navy, that's right. Just got out of the service. There was one who wrote Sunrise Serenade who was at the Palladium.
Frankie Carl.
Frankie Carl. What about another one? Just out of the Navy. He's known as the Magic Fingers of Radio. He was.
Eddie Duchin.
Eddie Duchin, that's very good. I'm certainly glad you got that. And now,
Second exam winner, Professor.
the winner of the second exam, and he is...
Hold a gun, son. I have here an essay in regards to which I would like to read same entitled Buttons.
Buttons. Oh, all right. Read, bonehead.
Okay, buttons. Now, buttons is stuff on account of which your pants will fall down if they ain't got any of. Now, buttons can be very dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yes, dangerous.
Oh.
Last week, my girl asked me to sew a button on her diamond clip, but I refused to put a button on her clip.
Yeah.
So she clipped me on a button.
Oh.
Now, speaking of buttons, Professor, why don't you give up radio and become my partner?
You want me to go into business with your buttons?
No, I want you to stop buttoning into my business. Now, button rhymes with Hutton, of which there are 4. Betty Hutton, Marion Hutton, Anna Ray Hutton, and Edward Everett Hutton. Now, the buttons are a big family, I.E.
I.E.?
Yeah, Ish elaborates. Now, for instance, I got an uncle whose name is Wilbur Button.
Yeah.
He's a member of the law firm of Button, and Zipper.
Zipper?
Yeah, he replaced one of the buttons.
Get out of
Oh, Professor, cease this levity. The judges have solemnly set aside a winner.
here! And he's no beginner. His name is... Well, it's her name, Sergeant Alice Degnan from Newark, New Jersey. Oh, yes, sir. Our 2 girls will take a whirl in the finals in just a minute. Oh, my lassie, the questions were up your alley. You didn't dilly, you didn't dally. And the final tally gives you this $50 victory bond first prize. Go forth and swell your chest. And report back soon for our $100 brain buster final. The others each get 10. And right now, Trudy, Michael, and the kids from the college sweet shop join the band. All the things you are.
Of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are, what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine.
Professor, it's the final inning. Let's see who'll do the winning.
Dean, we have no time for chinning. The college clock allows but 30 seconds to our desperate seniors who are, by coincidence, both of our two lovely co-eds, Sergeant Alice Degnan from Newark, New Jersey, and Private Barbara Whiting of British West Indies. All right, girls, remember, just 30 seconds by the clock to answer our brainbuster question for $100 in cash. The one who answers right first wins. If you both miss, now the money goes over to become a $200 kitty for next week's class. So correlate your cranium, ignite your mental uranium. Here we go to sprain your brain. No helps, no hints. You're on your honor to think for yourselves, and it's for $100. Who wrote the words to the world-famous songs, Believe Me If All Those Endearing Young Charms, The Last Rose of Summer, and The Minstrel Boy? Who wrote the words to those world-famous songs, Believe Me If All Those Endearing Young Charms, Last Rose of Summer, and The Minstrel Boy? A well-known poet. She's got it. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. The young lady right here, Miss Sergeant Alice Degnan. You said what?
Thomas Moore.
Miss Thomas Moore for $100 in cash. That's really wonderful. We certainly felt. Thank you so much. Well, children, school is out until next Wednesday, but be sure to bone up on your offbeats because we'll have lots more musical questions on the old blackboards next week. And until class meets again, our theme tells our whole story. We'll be thinking of you. Thanks a lot for being with us, and so long, everybody.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.